ambiguity in it. There is mutashabiha in this, right? As Abu Zur'a mentioned, right? There is some type of unclear matter in this. It is to leave it alone. Because the Mu'tazila, they will understand what they want to understand from it. Just like the person cannot say, Al-Quran Kalamullah, and stop right there. Because they will complete it, they will fill in the blanks for you. You say Al-Quran Kalamullah and you stop? No, they will fill in the gaps, the gaps for you. They will fill the gaps for you, the blanks for you. They will fill the blanks for you. They will add up what they want to add up and make up their things. And you don't give them that opportunity. So if in matters of Aqidah, a statement can mean this and can mean that, which is in contradiction, then it is to be left alone. It is to be left alone. Because it can mean in it that the Quran is created. Because what is reciting al-malfudhu bihi, what is being said, what is being recited. This is why Al-Hakim, Al-Hafidh Al-Hakami rahimahullah, in his explanation of Sulam al-Usool, he mentioned Man yahfadh hada? Before that, Al-Kalamu was-sawtu sawtu al-qari. Al-Kalamu Kalamu al-Bari. What is being recited is the kalam of Al-Bari, meaning Allah. Was-sawtu, and the sawt, the voice, is the voice of the reciter. The voice of the reciter. That's why sometimes a person can stand up and imitate so-and-so, imitate so-and-so. Right? And that's why the ulama, they mention an individual should not imitate nobody in the salah. But rather he should recite to that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him of the way to recite. Because it could create what? No, it can create some type of distraction, that's the word, Jazaka. It could create some distraction in the salah. Because if he stand up and start reciting like, for instance, Khusayri, then people will not think about, will not contemplate upon the verses that he recite. But all their mind will be going, oh, he recite just like Khusayri. Right? Or what will come to you is Khusayri in the salah. Right? While you, barakallahu fikum, is to be contemplated upon the Quran. Aywa? Naam. Allah yahfadhukum.
Do not say this to keep confusion down, because the innovators say, see, they, As-Sunnah say this too. I love it, right?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
So I understood that the Shaykh said that we do not say this because if As-Sunnah, the scholars of As-Sunnah were to say this using then Ahl Bidah would say, you see, they say it as well, this statement. But even though Ahl Sunnah would be meaning a different meaning.
And this is the truth. I'm going to give you an example to mention what you say. Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah, he made a statement like that. Lafzi bil-Quran makhluq. He mentioned this. But the people that had jealousy against him, they use it against him. The people that had some type of hasad against him, they use that against him. But we all know that what is the aqid of Imam al-Bukhari. To the point that he made a chapter saying that the Quran is Kalamullah. Saying that the Quran is Kalamullah ghayru makhluq. Has a chapter in that, barakallah fi. So, but when they say that, they wanted to understand it how it was pleasing to them to be understood. So that's why these things like that has ambiguity in it. The person of the Sunnah, he openly make it very clear his aqidah. Al-Quran Kalamullah laysa bi makhluq. Point blank. Now, if you want to talk about how I recite is created. But what I recite is not created. Make it crystal clear. So you will not leave no room for roaming. No room for barakallahu fikum, any fishing and the likes of this. But make it wadih. Make it clear. Where we stopped at last time? فَإِنَّ وَقَفْنَا. This is exact, yes. So whoever stop and say that I don't know whether the Quran is created or not, but I can tell you, إِنَّمَا هُوَ كَلَامُ اللَّهِ, but I can tell you it is the speech of Allah. Shaykh Imam Ahmed, he say, فَهَذَا صَاحِبُ بِدْعَةٍ. This individual is a person of innovation. Look, he say that the Quran is a speech of Allah. But he say whether or not it is created, I don't know. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to dwell in that matter. But I know it's the speech of Allah. Imam Ahmed, he say, whoever say this, he is a person of innovation. Shaykh Rabee hafidhahullah, he say, Anta taqulu, as far as you, the person of the Sunnah, the Salafi, he say, taqulu kalamullah laysa makhluqan. You say it is the speech of Allah and it is not created. Because what is behind saying that the speech of Allah is created? What is behind saying that the speech of Allah is created? Ajibu. What is behind saying that the speech of Allah is created? What is that is in it? Na'am. Muhammad.
Negating the authenticity of it.
You can say that.
It's denying the speech of Allah. It's denying one of the attributes of Allah.
That could mean that. That could mean that.
People won't take it literally. They'll start taking some stuff and not taking some stuff. They won't take it seriously. It won't be.
It's almost like you say Allah is created.
Very good. That's very good. Very good. That's another very good point too, Muhammad.
Because the asal of Allah is not a creator. It's not
Created, yes. What else, Abasma? That we understand it from that. That whatever is created, it means that it was not there before it was created. Whatever is created, it means that it was not there before it was created. You agree with that? Whatever is created, it means that it was not there before it was created. So that shows that at one point, before Allah, as they say, before Allah created his speech, that he was speechless. That he could not speak. And being not able to speak, is it sifatul kamal or sifatul naqs? Sifatul naqs. So that shows that Allah at one point, he was what? Deficient. That Allah was deficient before he created the speech. So that shows that this is the danger of saying that the Quran is created. You see how what Imam Ahmed was fighting for? You see now what he was defending? Because believing that it is created, that means this, that at one point, Allah could not speak, wal-iyadhu billah. So if Allah did not speak at one point, that means that Allah, he was naqis, he was deficient. And this is the same this is the same attribute, this is the same description that Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam has described the gods of his father and his people. Why is it that you are worshipping something that cannot speak? Why is it that you worshipping something that cannot speak? Then this is barakallah fi what Imam Ahmed was defending. Saying that the Quran is created. This is the meaning of it. That at one point, in time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was not deserving to be worshipped. Because he was not a true God in his completeness. He was deficient. And a God that is deficient is not to be worshipped. A God that is deficient is not to be worshipped. is a God that is deficient is not to be worshipped. If a deity has some type of deficiency, it shows that he is not the right one to be worshipped. Because a deity has to be kamilun fi sifatihi wa dhatihi. Has to be complete in his description. And this is the completeness of what? Of perfection. The completeness of perfection. He cannot be barakallahu fikum and he complete in here and deficient in the other one. La, but complete in his perfection. Fahimtum? So this is barakallahu fikum why it is important to say that, as he mentioned, anta taqulu, that you say, oh you Salafi, kalamullah laysa makhluq, it is the speech of Allah and it is not created. He said, la taqul, do not say, lafzi bil Quran makhluq, do not say that my recitation of the Quran is created. We already know why we should not say that lafzi bil Quran is created. Right? We know why, right? Abu Zura? Baka? We know why we should not say that lafzi bil Quran is created. Abdul Jalil? Why?
What is being recited is not created.
Nah, not that. Sulaiman?
It's in Allah's speech.
Huh?
It's for Allah.
You know why Quran is not created? Because when you say Quran is created, and
No. Why we can't say my recitation of the Quran is created? Why can't we say that? Abu Zur'a.
Because something that is created, like it was not there before.
Abdullah. Akhi, I just finished saying this. Maybe I should change languages, man. Musa, if you don't understand, please don't let me go and we don't understand this. We want to understand this and move it. Abdullah.
Can you repeat that again one more time?
Why is it that we cannot say that my recitation of the Quran is created? Why?
Because if we say my recitation of the Quran is created, that means Allah at one point.
No.
No, that means
Omar,
Or it could have two meanings.
Bahsanta, give him another cup of coffee for me on my behalf, on my tab. It could mean two things, right? Abu Zura, Abu Bakr, saying that my recitation of the Quran is created could mean two things. Number one meaning, al-malfudhu bihi, what is being recited itself. It could mean that that's what is created, which is the Quran. It can also mean that the voice that is reciting it is created. And I'll give the example. He recited Surah Kahfi, for instance. And I come and I recite Surah Kahfi. The person come in and say, oh, he's reciting Surah Kahfi. Or he come, he say, he is reciting the same way that Abu Aisha was reciting earlier. We reciting the same surah. Here he say he's reciting Surah Kahfi, the same surah that Abu Aisha was reciting. Or he will come and say he's reciting the same way that Abu Aisha was reciting. You see that difference? Here he's talking about what is recited. And the other one he's talking about how it was recited. How it was recited. So one of them is true, which is that how you recite it, the voice that you have, how you recite it, your tone or your voice or your salt, how you sound, it is barakallah fikum created. But what use the words that you say from the Quran, it is not created. This is why we cannot say lafzi bil Quran makhluq. My recitation of the Quran is created. This is why we cannot say this. Because it can mean this and it can mean the other one. And if it would create confusion, then it is to be left alone. Now I'm going to ask this inshallah after the adhan. The same question to the same one inshallah. Sulaiman, get ready. So therefore he mentioned, Anta, as far as you, taqulu, you will say, Kalamullah, laysa makhluqan. It is the speech of Allah, it is not created. Why did Imam Ahmad rahimahullah stood up firm to say that it is not created?